You are standing in a narrow room that smells like blood, sweat, and something metallic you can never quite describe. The walls are thin, and they shake slightly every time an artillery hits somewhere far away. Or maybe not that far. In front of you lie wounded men. Some are conscious, some are barely breathing. Some are already gone, but no one has said it out loud yet. You look down at your hands and realize you are holding bandages meant for only one patient. Only one. No one is screaming right now. They are watching you, studying your face, searching it for signs. They know what you know. In the next few moments, you will decide who lives long enough to see another sunrise, and who will die right here on this floor, because you didn't choose them. You never imagined medicine would feel like this. You are born on a quiet winter morning in 1915. The world outside is still healing from one war, unaware another is already sharpening its knives. Your mother cradles you and whispers that you will grow up to help people. Your father, a small-town pharmacist, smells of herbs and antiseptic. He believes medicine is pure, honest, and sacred. You grow up believing that too. As a child, you sit behind the wooden counter of your father's pharmacy, watching him hand out remedies. You watch your mother crush herbs into paste for sick neighbors. Medicine to you is not business. It is hope in a bottle. You promise yourself you will be a doctor. Years pass. You study harder than anyone else. While other boys chase girls or baseballs, you chase anatomy textbooks. You memorize bones like they're poetry. You fall in love with the certainty of science. Diseases have causes. Treatments have effects. Good work brings good outcomes. That's what you believe. When you finally wear your white coat for the first time, your parents cry. You are no longer just their son. You are a doctor. When World War II erupts, you are 24, freshly trained, idealistic, ready to save the world one patient at a time. But instead, the war swallows you whole. The hospital smells of blood and smoke. The sound of screaming never stops. Young boys arrive without legs. Fathers come in missing arms. Some whisper for their mothers before they die. You work day and night. You follow every rule, every protocol, every instruction from your seniors. As days turn into weeks, the rate of wounded people never slows. The beds are always full. The stretchers pile up. The waiting never ends. One afternoon, 3 men arrive at the same time, all critically injured, all bleeding heavily. But there is only one operating table available. Suddenly, someone above you uses the word triage. They say it calmly, like it's a medical formula. They explain that you must choose the one with the highest chance of survival. You follow the order. You look at the injuries, you calculate, and you choose. The other 2 dies waiting. You couldn't gather up courage to look at them when their dead bodies are being carried away. Soon, word spreads. People learn that you are the one who decides whom to choose. They come to you before you even enter the room. They grab your sleeves. They speak your name like it is a spell. Mothers beg you to look again. Soldiers promise you favors they don't have. Some even threatens you quietly. At first, you try to explain. You explain limited resources. You explain probabilities. You explain that you are doing your best. But eventually, you stop explaining. As explaining costs time, and time kills people. As time passes, you begin to notice something. The wealthy officers always have what they need. Extra morphine, cleaner bandages, quicker surgeries. Meanwhile, the common soldiers, farmers, factory workers, sons of coal miners, wait longer. Sometimes too long. You question it. You're told, prioritize importance. Importance? You ask yourself. Is a general's leg more important than a civilian's life? You tell yourself, is this how the system works? There must be reasons. But the pattern repeats. Private rooms for the rich, extra supplies for those with power, better food for the officers. The poor wait longer, suffer longer, die more quietly. You start seeing pain in their eyes, not just from wounds, but from injustice, and something inside you begins to crack. As the war continues, supplies are always at shortage. One day, the anesthesia became scarce. You get orders to only use them for the rich and operate others without them. You follow the order. You operate while patients are awake. You hold them down while they scream. You tell them it will be over soon, even when you are not sure. Some curse you, some pray, some beg you to kill them instead. At night, you start losing sleep. You hear the screams even when the ward is silent. You see the dissatisfaction in patients' eyes. Not just pain, betrayal. One cold evening, an enemy soldier is dragged into your hospital. He is bleeding heavily. His uniform marks him as the enemy. The room grows silent. "No need to waste supplies," someone mutters. "He would kill us if he could," another says. The man is young, younger than you expected. He is terrified, clutching his stomach and whispering for his mother, in a language you barely understand. But pain sounds the same in every tongue. You look at him, and you don't see an enemy. You see a patient. Your mother's voice echoes in your mind. Medicine is pure. So you treat him. You clean his wounds. You use precious medicine reserved for important patients, and you save his life. For a moment, you feel something pure again. Then the backlash comes. Whispers turn to accusations. Traitor, sympathizer, naive fool. Your seniors summon you. You wasted resources, they say. You argue. He was dying. They reply, he was the enemy. You're ordered to adjust the paperwork, rewrite the report, make it appear that minimal supplies were used, that his survival was unlikely, that the effort was insignificant. Your hands shake as you change the records. You tell yourself, if I don't, I'll lose my position. Then I can't help anyone. But every lie feels like poison. Days turn into months. You see more corruption. Supplies locked away for special guests. Injured soldiers turned away because they have no rank. You couldn't stand it anymore. You start speaking up. This is wrong, you say in meetings. You refuse to alter another report. You refuse to deny medicine to a poor soldier. And that is when the system turns on you. You are accused of misconduct. They say you are unstable. They say you disobey orders. They say you are a danger. People blame you for killing their loved ones by not choosing them and prioritizing the rich. They accuse you of taking bribes. By morning, you are under arrest. The same hospital you gave your life to watches silently as soldiers escort you away. No patient speaks. They are too afraid. You sit in a cold jail cell. The walls are damp. The nights are long. You think about your childhood home, your mother's words, your father's stories. You replay every decision. Should you have stayed quiet? Followed orders? Saved your own life? You wonder if being good was your mistake. But then you remember the enemy soldier's trembling hand gripping yours, the civilian breathing because you broke a lock, and you know you would do it again. Because for a few moments in a broken system, you chose humanity. And maybe that was enough. Your trial is quick. The decision is already made. You are to be executed. Not by gunfire, but by lethal injection, a medical procedure, professional and clinical. The night before your death, you almost laugh at the irony. All your life, you believed medicine saves. You believed it was untouched by politics, untouched by power. But now, the same science you studied, the same tools you mastered, are prepared to stop your heart. On the final day, a doctor avoids your eyes as he prepares the syringe. You recognize the trembling in his hands. It is the same trembling you felt when you rewrote those reports. You want to tell him? You still have a choice. But you stay silent. The needle enters your arm. You feel the cold spread. As your vision fades, you think about how you once believed medicine always saves. But medicine is not pure. People decide how it's used. And sometimes, the system poisons even the cure.